Business deals are a tricky thing. You want to get the best possible deal for your company, but you also don't want to offend or turn off the other party. How do you find the perfect balance? In this video, you will learn 3 steps to negotiating a business deal. Step 1. Research the other party and understand their position. To start, try to find out as much as you can about the other party. What are their goals? What do they hope to achieve through this negotiation? What are their key concerns? It can be helpful to create a list of these points so that you can refer back to it during the negotiation. Once you have a good understanding of the other party's position, it's time to start preparing your own arguments. What do you want to achieve in this negotiation? What are your key concerns? Make sure that you have a clear idea of what you want before entering into any discussions. During the negotiation itself, try to listen more than you speak and really try to understand the other side's point of view. By taking these steps, you can increase your chances of successfully negotiating a business deal. Step 2. Make a realistic proposal. When you're ready to make a proposal, it's important to be realistic. To do this, you'll need to have a clear understanding of what both sides want and what they're willing to compromise on. Once you know this, you can put together a proposal that meets everyone's needs. Before you can make a realistic proposal, you need to understand what both sides want and what they're willing to compromise on. It's important that you know your limits before you start negotiating. This way, you won't get caught up in the moment and agree to something that isn't in your best interest. Be clear about what you're willing to compromise on and what your bottom line is. Once you know what both sides want and what their limits are, you can put together a reasonable offer. Start by making an offer that's fair and reasonable. Then be prepared to negotiate from there. And step 3. Be prepared to compromise. In any negotiation, both parties will have to make some concessions in order to reach an agreement. It's important to be prepared to compromise on certain terms in order to get the overall deal that you want. One of the most important things to remember when negotiating is that you should never give up more than you have to. You should also try to keep your concessions as small as possible. By doing this, you will be able to get the best possible deal for your company. It's also important to remember that you should never agree to anything that you are not comfortable with. If there are certain terms of the deal that you are not happy with, be sure to voice your concerns and try to negotiate a different outcome.